Hello, Year 13s. I just wanted to introduce an element of the pre-university programme that we're going to run, which I'm overseeing, which is the small group supervisions that are going to take place at lunch times. What are these? Each student will be put into a small group of between 4 and 7 or 8 students, arranged by broad subject area, and will meet only once per week between 12:45 and 1:30 with a member of staff who will who are covering a few subjects each. And the idea in those group meetings is that you will explore and agree some supercurricular activities that you can do related to your subject. For example, MOOCs, these online university courses that you can do that are on offer from many top universities in the States and also the UK, podcasts, maybe ebooks, articles, and agree those, and then at the next session a week later, you report back on what you've done, maybe review the MOOC or whatever it might be that you've undertaken, the good, the bad, and maybe feedback via a little 1 minute or so presentation on what you learned, and hopefully you'll learn something in doing that, and so will the other members of your group who will be studying a subject at university similar to you. Why might you want to do this? Well, this may be a little idealistic, but I'm hoping for the love of your subject. After all, it's something you're going on to study at university for at least 3 years and possibly longer. And while maybe a few weeks ago Netflix was very appealing, I don't know about you, but its appeal is rapidly waning, and I'm finding myself turning into a bit of a Netflix zombie. So hopefully this will be something interesting that you can do. Ultimately, these activities, you very much will be in the driving seat, and it's up to you to choose what you want to do. There is no curriculum, so if you don't like something, you can choose to do something else. It may also help with some of the optional module choices by covering some of the material that you might encounter in your degree before you go to university. You might be able to work out what subjects really interest you and what maybe don't. That could help with some of the optional module choices that you have. It may also complement your A-level studies. So in the hopefully unlikely event that you have to do exams, or you choose to do exams in the autumn term, some of the modules that you could cover similar things to your A-level studies. But obviously take guidance from your A-level teachers on what are the subjects that you need to cover. In the hopefully unlikely event that in August you miss your entrance requirements for university, having done some supercurricular engagement like this could help you in that situation, because an admissions tutor for university might want to know what you've done, so they can make a decision between candidates with similar grades, and some of these things that you might have done in these small group supervisions could help convince the tutor that you're really passionate about the subject and take you for the course, even though you've maybe not achieved the relevant grade requirements. And in a few cases, some students engaging with their course might reflect, actually, this isn't as interesting as I thought it might be, and you might find that something else really starts to interest you more. And it is possible to change your degree subject. So I'm not anticipating that in many cases, but if that happens, then we can have a discussion about that. And there is scope for changing, whether before results day or potentially on results day, and possibly through clearing. There's lots and lots of flexibility in the system now in order to enable you to do that. So hopefully those are some of the reasons why you might want to think about it really engaging with this. I hope the most important one is that it's an opportunity to engage with your subject at university. And I have, with other members of the career department and other staff, created a supercurricular booklet with loads and loads of different MOOCs, MOOC portals, podcasts, essays, ebooks, arranged by subject that you can access to help you explore your subjects, your university subjects. In terms of logistics, you're going to be asked to confirm your group and you accept the date that you've been given. You've been given a date because logistically it is difficult to organise this. In the unlikely event that you've got a lecture as part of the other parts of the pre-university programme in periods 3 and periods 4, so sort of sandwiching between, the supervision is sandwiched between those two lectures, I don't have a problem with you bringing lunch to that supervision. Okay, but that shouldn't be many of you, to be honest. You might want to avoid a full roast dinner, but I imagine you won't be having that for lunch. And I do hope that actually out of this project, something useful might be created for future generations of Surbiton students. Because I'd like you to we'll get a sense of which MOOCs and podcasts and other activities you rate and which perhaps you don't, and that will help us to advise girls coming up through the school in lower years about what they can do around the subjects that they're interested in. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing some of you who'll be in my groups. Don't worry, there are another 8 members of staff, so there's only a possibility that you'll be put with me. So I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks when you've completed your A-level studies. Bye-bye.